Hello, I read Chicken Said Cluck by Judy Ann Ackerman Grant, and it's illustrated by Sue Truesdell. It is published by HarperCollins Publishers. Its copyrighted date is 2008, and it's a picture book and contemporary realistic fiction, and it's 32 pages, and as you can see, it says I can read in my first reading, and so it is for really young ages, for kids that are just learning how to read, and so I said about 3 to 5. And this story takes place on a farm where Earl and Pearl decide that they want to grow pumpkins. And so they got to do that, and the chicken just keeps wanting to help by digging up the dirt, and they are not having it. And there's a lot of repetition in this book, and so they always say, shoo, shoo, said Pearl, cluck, 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 said chicken. And so that's on a lot of the pages, you can see. So, yeah, eventually this just keeps happening. The chicken keeps trying to help, and Earl and Pearl keep telling him to shoo because he just keeps getting in the way, and then grasshoppers come and start nibbling on the pumpkins, and so the chicken finally says cluck cluck, and they jump away, and Earl and Pearl are very grateful, and they end up giving the chicken 3 pumpkins. And so, as you can see, I think it's at the very end. Yes, he's standing there with his 3 pumpkins. And so, the illustrations, I believe, are watercolor. They're pretty colorful and descriptive. You can always tell, like, the mood by Earl and Pearl's facial expressions. And then, there's usually quite a few on the pages. A couple times it takes up the whole area, like this one. And so I really like them, the photos. And then the theme, I believe it's persistency, just because the chicken keeps trying and trying to help out, and he's like, they're not having it, and then finally, like, he just keeps trying, and he finally does something right, and so I think that persistency is the theme. There's not very many interactions between the characters. It's mainly just Earl and Pearl and the chicken, and they didn't have a good interaction until the very end when they gave him the pumpkins. They gave the chicken the pumpkins because he helped them out. For my response, I said that the book is good for children because it does show persistency. I think it's good for children to see that, like, if you do keep trying and trying, something is going to go your way. Just to stay determined, and, like, a lot of kids aren't going to be good at something when they first start out, but once they get the hang of it, they'll be better. They just have to stick it out. And then for my strategy, I said that since it's for really young kids, I would give my students pictures of animals at their table, and then they would just have to tell each other, like, what the animal says and whether it could live on a farm or not. So, yeah.